let's have some fun with yet another Versus episode. Hello, everyone. It's Ledger Forever, and today I am back with yet another Versus episode. And for this one, it is a sequel boot, which is kind of like half sequel, half reboot to the Predator franchise. So we're going with Predators versus the Predator. I put up a community tab not long ago where I asked you which one's better. So if you voted, you helped decide this. So thank you all very much. Now we're going to go to round one, which I kind of sometimes switch the orders around. So if the order is different from my last one, it's probably not intentional, or it is intentional. I just don't know. But with all that said, let's get started to the first round, which I'm gonna have as Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, for Predators, we have a 65% 65% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 52% audience score, which is, I mean, I know there are some people that aren't the biggest fan of it because this film is what I would call fun but flawed. It is in a lot of ways just a rehash of the original, just not nearly as well made. And there was a plan to do a sequel, but after it came out, it was not financially successful enough to warrant it a sequel. So we have now is a movie that ends on a cliffhanger. So it has a 65% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 52% audience score, which means that we're gonna head right on over to the Predator to see what its audience score and what the tomato meter said. So let's head over to the Predator. Okay, now for the Predator, we see that we have a 34% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 32% audience score, which is not very good, but also pretty. That's actually pretty high considering the quality of this movie. It is bad. It is also one of my biggest disappointments ever because I had heard how bad it was because a friend of mine, Nick, he had made several videos about how bad it was, and I was like, oh man, I'm about to watch a really bad movie. I then watch it. And like for the first 30 minutes, I dug it. I was like, wow, this is actually pretty good. What do people see in this movie that is so bad? Then we get past that and we start getting into like the second act, the third act, and it goes off the rails. And so it is one of the most disappointing movies ever, simply because I thought I was going to love it because of how it was for the first 30 minutes, and it just let me down on every level. It is a bad movie, and it deserves itself on this. So the winner of this round is Predators. Okay, next round is what did you guys think of this movie? Each of these movies. So we're going to head on over to the community tab and see what everyone thought of this movie and the other movie. So let's take a look and see what you guys picked. Okay, so over here we can see that out of 10 votes, 8 of the 10 votes went for Predators. Accurate. But 2 brave people decided to actually go for the Predator. If they ever watch this, I need them to explain to me why the Predator is better than Predators, and just I'm proud of you for being that brave. I mean, I think that you're wrong big time because Predators is good, was like a really good movie, and the Predator is awful. But I still need to know who did that because that is brave, and I am actually really impressed that people would actually do that. So winner of this round is Predators. Okay, I decided to add one more round just for this, so we're now going to move on to our final 2 rounds. And as usual, one of my last 2 rounds is my personal preference. Now, easily, the personal preference will go to Predators. I think this movie is pretty entertaining for what it's worth. And I know in a lot of ways it is a rehash. I'm on the boat that says, man, this movie is a lot of a rehash. It's safe, but it's fun. So there. And Predators is a bad movie in literally every way. I couldn't say that I liked the first 30 minutes. Then oh, it goes off the rails. It derails itself. It is bad. It is awful. It's not Alien vs Predator Requiem bad, but it is bad. So the winner of this round is Predators. Now for our final round, the one that will determine if this will be a winner or a tie. Okay, now instead, since Predators has since Predators has 2 points and the Predator has 1 point, actually 0 points, I'm going to warrant this last one to be worth 2 points, so the Predator still has a chance to win. Now for this round, I'm going with plot. Now this I'm gonna explain each of these plots. The plot of the Predator is, well, it's very unforgettable plot. That's how bad it is. Some like rogue predator comes down to Earth trying to hide or something, and then another predator comes tracking him, and then it just turns into like predators causing mayhem in a city for like, I think it's like 30 minutes, and just goes into a pretty bad third act. So it's one of my least favorite third acts ever. So I'm going to say there. So there's the Predator. There's the plot for the Predator. That is how short and how awful it is. Maybe I missed something, but the plot is really dumb. Now the plot for Predators is that a group of like killers and like bad people are put on a planet full of predators, and they have to try and find a way to get off of it. So this is probably where things get bad for me, because I'm going to say no one's getting the point here, because I don't enjoy the plot of either of these movies much. I mean, I enjoy the plot of Predators more. I mean, I do like the plot. I shouldn't have said I don't enjoy it, but the fact is, it's too much like the original. It's rehashing the original. There are beats for beats that, like, the entire third act is basically just a copy and paste of the original, with like Adrian Brody just trying to do his own Christian Bale voice. Come on. And it's just not very impressive. And the fact is, it's not trying to be new. It's just copying. So it doesn't deserve to get something for copying. So I'm going to say no one gets this point. So, which means that the winner is still Predators with 2 points, and the Predator with 0 points. No surprise there. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're not already. And also, what do you want my next Versus episode to be? Just know I am 14 years old, and I'm still a kid, so if there's anything like, if you're wanting me to do a Versus episode on something that does have some like trashy stuff in it, probably say I probably should not recommend him doing that, because he probably won't be able to watch it. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good one.